host, guys. This is my host. She's my host, and she's also my evil mother-in-law. My what? That's how you're a wicked person.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Salon Teenagers. As you all know, I'm right in Liberia, Monrovia, yes, the capital city, at the center of Monrovia. This is the center of Monrovia. Okay, guys, so today, my friend, she said, "Hey, I want to give you a gist." I said, "What is it?" I said, "What do you have for me?" She said, "I'm going to take you around." So I'm going to take you around up there. To see one of the most beautiful, beautiful, fresh five-star hotel in West Africa. I was so surprised. I said, wow, Liberia has such history? She said, yes. And all this place you're seeing, this is the center of Liberia. She was my cameraman. She was my cameraman, guys. She's so nice. She's a wonderful person. I love this lady. I love her so much. And thank you for taking me through, for showing me the beauty and historical places in Liberia. So guys, stay tuned and let's go. Yes, and she was telling me all this story about Liberia and telling me the first church in Liberia that was built in Liberia, and also the most beautiful places. And also she said, let's go, stop. I said, I'm tired. She said, no, let's go, let's keep going, because the distance was so much. So I told her that we could take a motorbike or a bike. She said, no, we are going to work, and while doing that, I'll be doing video for you. That's the church she pointed at. She said that's the first church that was built in Liberia. So we are going, guys. We are going up to Dukor Hotel. And also, we are not only going to see Dukor Hotel, we are also going to see the statue of the first president of the Republic of Liberia, Mama Liberia. Yes. And according to the story I heard, people were saying that he was loved by his people. He was a very good leader and he was a wonderful, amazing person. So the story is beautiful, and also I've had a lot of story, but this one, let's go there. I want to see the statue, and I also want to see the first five-star hotel in West Africa. I'm sure you guys want to see that one too, right? So she was telling me that this was the first church that was built in Liberia. This church you are seeing. Yes. Okay.
So, guys, we are here in Monrovia, the center of Monrovia. This is the statue of the first president of Liberia. So let's go in so we can see. And I can say this is one of the historical places Liberia have. It's so amazing. So guys, let's go. I'm going to show you this place. Follow me. Much the story about this particular place, but there's someone who is going to tell us the story, the history behind this particular statue, behind this particular drawing, and also everything you can see here. Someone's going to do that one for us. Okay, so where are we standing? She's going to explain the story, the details about this particular place. So where are we standing right now?
So right now we're standing on the grounds of the Dukor Hotel, and this used to be, before our civil crisis of 1990, this used to be the first five-star hotel in all of West Africa, in the sub-region.
Wait, hold on. Do you mean that this place used to be the first
five-star hotel in the sub-region?
In West Africa?
In West Africa. Wow. First five-star.
Okay.
And it's called the Dukor Hotel. The hill we're standing on, this is actually a hill. It's called Dukor. And then when
what's the meaning of that Dukor?
It's a tribal name. I don't really know. It's a tribal name. So the settlers are the free slaves that came from the U.S. The U.S. government sent the free slaves. When they came, they met natives here. They met the Bassa people, they met the Pele people, they met the Mendes, they met the Golas, they met the Vai. So Dukor means town to the Bassa people. Every tribe has its own interpretation of
that
Dukor. Okay. So Dukor means town, Dukor means city. So they met the Bassa people here. And the Bassa people were originally people that go out to fishing. So I want to
Okay. Yeah.
So when you see in the background, the cannon was brought here by the ex-slaves to fight off slave traders.
The cannon over there.
Yes, that's a big gun. That was a gun those days they used to fight. It was used by the settlers to fight off slave traders, because even though America sent the ex-slaves here, the free slaves here, but the British, the Portuguese, they were still coming inland to try to capture these black
really
people.
specialized. Africa have this kind of wonderful story.
They would come in to try to capture these black people, to enslave them to go and work back in the U.S. So the free slaves, they were actually sent by an organization, not the U.S. government, but by an organization called the ACS, the American Colonization Society, and they help the settlers build houses, make farms, and even help them with this kind of. So they use the kind of, when they see ships, enemy ships coming, they will fire, give a warning sound, and then the soldiers will rally around and they will know they are being attacked. Slave traders want to come and steal their women, their wives, their children, to go and enslave them further. Wow. So in the background, then you have to turn it. Yes. So behind me, so this is truly a very historical place for this country. That is why you see students.
Yes.
The administration have brought them to see the history. These are students.
This is not only Liberia, guys. This is about West Africa.
This is about Africa.
Yeah, Africa to be specific. Yes, Africa.
So the statue in the background is of the first president of Liberia. When you go closer to the statue, his name is there. He was called Joseph Jenkins Ramos. He was the first president. He was able to serve 2 terms. So 2 times he served as president. His mother.
So that means he was really loved by the Liberians.
Exactly.
He was a good leader.
He was a very good leader.
Can you elaborate a little bit about his leadership side?
No, the thing is, okay, so let me start from his childhood. His mother was a slave in the U.S.
Oh.
That's what our history said. And his father was a slave owner. So his mother was owned by a man that raped her and had this child. But because of his complexion, he was a mulatto person. The wife of the white man, the story is she got a friend. They are getting too much. The black men, they are no longer black. A lot of mulattoes are coming. So his father sent him here. And he was one of the educated slaves that came. And he did not have a child. So all his wealth, all his property, he turned it over to the state and to the church.
This story is blowing my mind. I don't really know what this is, because this is my first time hearing this historical beauty about Liberia. All we have been here is different story, but this story is blowing my mind, guys. So let's continue. Okay.
Yes. So when you look at the underneath the statue, there are carvings. There are the artwork shows the natives, the settlers, and they're fighting. When you look around, when the students
let's do it. Let me see. Okay. Wow.
So the students are also interested because they have to do this in their civics class, in their history classes.
Wow.
So this is something, it's one thing to just teach, it's another thing to actually come and see.
The practical.
The practical. So these carvings shows the settlers. So the settlers, you can tell they are settlers because of the clothes they had. This person had pants, trousers on. So these are settlers, and when you go further around, you will see the natives, you will see the canon that we reference. It's all in the paintings. So this is actually a very historical site because this is where Liberia was given birth to.
Wow.
Liberia was actually given birth to.
I am standing on the ground of the history that holds Liberia. It's so amazing. This story is blowing my mind up. I love to hear this story. So we are going to dive more into these stories, and we are going to show you the first 5-star hotel that was built in West Africa. So You guys stay tuned. You're going to enjoy this story. I'm really enjoying what she's telling me. It's really amazing. So let's go around. So we are going around now.
So as you can see, this is the canal.
Yes.
So when the slave traders were seen coming on the sea, the natives, as well as the free slaves, or as well as the settlers, rallied forces to fight against the slave traders. Because if they didn't do that, the slave traders would come and snatch their wives and children and go to enslave them. So this is supposed to be a native. This is after they are fought, he's wounded, his legs are lying next to the
Lying down.
Yeah, you know. And this person is supposed to be in grief, and you know, and
That continent of Africa. So
this is supposed to represent the flag of Liberia after independence.
Yeah, I'm seeing the flag here. And
Yes,
the little
and
boy.
this little boy to say that this is to show that young people were all the youth, they were all part of the formation of this nation. Liberia gained our independence from in 1847, July 26th.
So,
And our flag was made August 24th.
so
by
Liberia
Dukor
gained their independence on when?
July 26, 1847.
July 26,
We are
1847, their independence from the Americans, right?
Not from the Americans. We were never colonized. Liberia is the second country in Africa that was never colonized. The first country is
wait, this is
Ethiopia.
blowing my mind. So like, okay, let me just
We were never colonized.
so how did you gain your independence?
We got our independence. We decided, as the settlers, the free slaves, as well as the natives, came together and said, we are tired of being invaded by slave traders stealing our children. We want to be recognized in the world that we are a country, we are a people. We want sovereignty. So we were never colonized. We were never colonized by any European power. Liberia is the second country in Africa.
Just like Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is the first, Liberia is the second.
Wow.
Yes.
So like this, because a lot of people have that idea like Liberia was colonized by the Americans.
No, we were not.
This is the idea a lot of people is going on.
After our independence of 1847, it took the U.S. government 35 years to recognize Liberia as a nation. Great Britain was the first country to recognize us as a nation. So this misconception that we were colonized by the U.S., no, we were not. It was just a group, a group of people in the church that said, yeah, in a church, and they said, well, you know, it's not good to sell another human being. It's not good the way the black man is being treated. So they formed this group in the church. They had money. They went and purchased some people. They bought the freedom. No, these are white people in the church. They have read the scriptures, read the Bible, and they decided to say, hey, it's bad to own another human being. So they actually bought the freedom of some of these settlers, paid the passages on ships, and sent them over here. Sent them. So Liberia was to be the first nation of ex-slaves, right? So we have people further inland in Liberia. We have other settlements of people that were captured from Congo, of people that were captured from Nigeria. They were captured and they were making their way. They were being taken to the U.S. The British Army arrested them and they brought them here. So Liberia was actually to be a refuge for ex-slaves, for free slaves. So Liberia did not get our independence from any country because we have never been colonized.
Thank you very much.
So our flag, we gained our independence on the 26th of July 26, 1847, and the same year, August 24th, a group of 11 women got together and they were commissioned by the president. We need a national emblem, we need a symbol. And this was the flag they came up with, the red, white, and blue flag. Yes, with one star. The one star was to show The 1 star was to show that we are the light in Africa. This is where all free blacks were to come. That's what the 1 star was to represent. And then the youth, the little child you see holding the flag, was to show that, hey, the youth are also welcome. The youth are part of this rebuilding process of
Liberia,
of Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, because Liberia was actually to rebuild Africa.
Wow.
Yeah.
So guys, we are telling that Liberia has been fighting that Africa can be on the top. This is not just today. We have different narratives of Liberia. Now we are getting the history. Let's dive in and get more stories about this beautiful country.
So on this other side, this just depicts how working the people are.
Okay.
It's still recorded. So you see this gentleman reading.
Yeah, he's reading.
And you see a lady with whatever over her head, basket, you know, and this guy has bundle of wood, you know, and so it's just to show that we mean business. We want to work to develop, to build our.
It's like everybody is included.
Everybody is included, exactly.
Be young, old.
Exactly. Everybody was included in the development of this nation. It was not just the educated people, the settlers that were educated.
So this is just trying to this man was educated.
But
Everybody was included.
everybody was included in the formation of this country. So that's the
They allow us. So this is Liberia. This is the full story you guys can get. So let me show you around. This is where you can see. So now we are coming to go to the hotel and get a full story. That's the hotel you guys can see. Okay?
That's the hotel.
Yeah, that's the hotel. So now we are coming to show you the view. Look at the beautiful view of Monrovia, Liberia. Look at this view, guys. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. And look at the children. They are learning their history. I wish my country can do this thing. This is very nice. It's so amazing. Trust me, guys.
So that's the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, the one you can see over there, that's the Atlantic Ocean.
The ship in the background. The
Yes, yes. So, guys, thank you so much. Oh, God. I'm so excited. So let's go to the hotel now. I hope they allow us so that we can tell you the detail of the first 5-star hotel in West Africa, so you guys can see. So now we've already gotten the story of the first president of Liberia. Thank you, guys.